Hello YouTube, this is William. Welcome to another 2-week vlog. We're going to talk about progress and what's been accomplished over the past 2 weeks and what we're looking for accomplishing over the next 2 weeks at least. Maybe a little bit more. That's the shop. If you can see inside the shop, I've got, see, that's under the covered patio. All right, and then we're going to turn around. We're going to look out toward I finally got the camper moved over here, and that's in the shed with the van. We got that little building insulated, and all of Mom's canned goods are over there. That's a 12 by 20 building right there, that is insulated, and it is full of canned goods. Mom has got canned goods for the past 10 years in there. It took me, Tom, and Deborah a week to move all that pantry over here of canned goods that Mom was done. So I told Mom she needs to slack up, let us eat some of that stuff. But anyway, we're ready for the apocalypse, I think. We're not gonna go hungry. So anyway, because Mom enjoys it. She just loves doing that. So anyway, that's one of her joys. So anyway, got that done. It took the better part of a week, 2 pickup loads a day. So that's about 10 pickup loads of just canned stuff. Oh man. Moving 2 homes, 2 storage buildings, and a 40 by 30 shop. Man alive. All right, I am wore out. Okay, let's talk about shop progress. I was able to start some of the grinds. I know people are getting antsy about the WCFK. These are just part of the WCFKs. I have got 10 right here with the first grinds done. I need to put the secondary grinds on, and then bead blast and laser and all that other good stuff. I'm looking at getting a shipment out to Ridge Runner this week, probably a dozen or so, out to Ridge Runner this coming week, or this week. What's today, Sunday? Yeah, this week. So, a week, 10 days, something like that. Start getting back into progress. I was out here grinding, and just kind of show you in the shop, I spent more time looking for stuff than I did grinding. So anyway, I got to get organized this week. I got one more load over there that I got to get tomorrow with the low boy. I got to get some big stuff, some shelving and stuff that I need to bring over to the shop so I can organize the shop. And once I get that over here, then Deborah and Tom is gonna help organize the shop while I do grinds and get things back on track. Okay, the buoys. These are the buoys. I got the first grinds done on all of the buoys. So those are started. I'm sorry. The buoys is the only thing that is really hasn't hit the mark as what I anticipated because of the move. The move interfered with that. But everything else is right on. It's still on schedule, folks. But anyway, I understand everybody's antsy. They want their knife. I understand that. But I'm getting very close to getting back on track. The thing is, I've got to hit my stride again, okay? I have spent the better part of 6 weeks moving with professional movers and to getting all the big stuff. And then me and Tom and Deborah taking care of the smaller things. But it's just, man, it has been a task. Let's put it that way. Okay. So anyway, that's where Ridge Runner stands, the WCFKs. This is what's on the wall. All of the WCFKs, there has been 88 first runs was ordered. And all of them are handles. So here's some more FKs that is handle that is ready for me to do grinds on. So all 88 of them has been handled. So they're heat treated and handled. I just need to get the grinds done. I've already shipped a dozen to Ridge Runner before I started moving. So there's only 76 left. And, you know, as you can tell, I got another dozen that's going to be shipped out this week. So that'll get it down to in the 60s. So probably in a couple of weeks, I'll get half of them out anyway, is what I'm hoping. So anyway, they weren't supposed to start until July anyway. So I'm right on track with that. But I was hoping to get ahead. But I'm still on track. I'm not really late. But anyway, I appreciate y'all's patience. I really do. I really appreciate your patience. And speaking of appreciation, you guys, man, as usual, you guys stepped up to the plate on this move thing in the last update. I give you guys a code for 15% sale. Man alive, thank you so much. You guys have replenished the coffers for operations money, because the sale, boy, it knocked a big old hole in that. But you guys stepped up to the plate. Thank you so much. You guys are just fantabulous. The best partners in the world. And I appreciate you guys so much for being part of the WC family. I really do. Allow me to live my dream. Okay. And this is, I've got everything set up. That's all we have for Ridge Runner. But we'll start getting some things mailed out to him this week, and we'll get to where we can get on track to get at least a few out every week. I anticipate, since there was 88 of them ordered for our first runs, then probably mid-August, late August, before we get all of those to Ridge Runner. Okay. So anyway, that's your WCFK update. Let's talk about Great Northern Knives. Great Northern, they did a drop yesterday or day before of an Alaskan Scout and a baby bird. And so I don't know if they're still on their website or not, but I mean, just out of the blue, you never know what's going to drop on their website. So if you're looking for something, you might want to contact them and see if they got anything in the works, or just keep an eye on their website, the WC page, because like I say, you never know what's going to drop over there with them guys. And also, I am working on, this is the first of the Woods and Game that we're going to try to get out to them in the next 2 weeks. And also, we're going to do some Alaskan Survival Knives and North Winds. We're going to get some more of those out to them in the next couple of weeks. And so we got those here, get them prepped, do heat treat this week, and probably grinds next week. So get those along with the WCFKs. Those are the priorities: the WCFKs and also the Great Northern North Winds, Alaskan Survival Knife, and Woods and Game. Get those out to them. Okay. So let's talk about retail. I've already talked about the Texas buoys, and as I said, they're started. We got the handles over here somewhere that I got to get glued up. They're ready. They're in here somewhere. Exactly where, I'm not sure. But anyway, I have got to get organized, folks. Have you ever tried to work in a disorganized shop? It just doesn't work. You never know where everything's at. All right, I'm going to try to set you down, and I've got my notes here, and I also got my retail list. We're going to do a little bit more detailed update for you guys. The last two hasn't been that detailed, so we're going to get a little detail here. Don't mean to shake you up, but anyway, okay. I have shipped out all of through order number 3,061. Okay, and that gets us up to orders that was ordered in October of 24. So September, August. So those are not due out till August. So we'll probably just start shipping those again in August, which will get us right on that 10-month wait as well, I just said promised, but as expected, anticipated. And these are the October knives, and also there's some WCSKs that's over here that's already handled. See right here, the WCSKs that's already handled right here. So all of these are handled. It's just a matter of doing the grinds on them. So all of October's is in work or has started. It's just that I haven't finished them yet. And we'll finish those in August in the 10-month wait time frame. Okay, and that starts with order number 3,062. Okay. My notes. Texas flood. All the flooding. I mean, Texas was hit pretty hard, but everywhere there's flooding. In New Mexico, North Carolina, Ohio. I mean, my heart goes out to you folks. You guys be safe, because I mean, we had some more flooding last night, and so it's just signs of the time, I guess. But anyway, my heart's out to you guys, and heart thoughts and prayers. Anyway, we covered the move, the home sale. We're supposed to be closing on the home. My home, the 18th is the last date that I heard. So, I mean, we got the survey done. We've got, the estimator came out, and I met with him, and he said there was no issues with the estimators as far as sales price. So all that looks good. We covered the buoys. We covered Ridge Runner, the WCFKs, and Great Northern Knives. I think you guys are up to date with everything. But over the next 2 weeks, I've got one more load, like I said, tomorrow. And then we're going to jump in the shop. And as I get grinds done here and there, Tom and Deborah is going to help organize the shop and get all this stuff out of the floor, on some shelves, in some shelving, and all that good stuff. And see all of this. I mean, I got to get all of this organized. And oh man, sometimes it just seems too daunting. I got the little canoes here and the kayaks and all this other stuff. Oh, you just got stuff upon stuff upon stuff. But anyway, I appreciate y'all's patience. I really do. You guys have been hanging in there and being very patient, and I appreciate that. I really do. Couldn't do this without you. So until the next one, you guys get in the backyard, whittle on a stick. Be sure and take a child with you. You get the opportunity. And don't forget those lots of knives and plenty of Band-Aids, or plenty of Band-Aids and lots of knives, whatever that is. I'm tired. I am tired, folks. So anyway, it has been nonstop for 6 weeks, from can to can't. But anyway, we'll get through it with a large help. We get through it, and we get back to doing what we do. Knives. Y'all guys take care. Bye-bye.